y'all, and welcome back to my channel. I am so excited about today's video. We are making a Piecaken. I don't know how I did not know about this. I mean, why is nobody talking about this? It is a pie inside of a cake, and you can do whatever combination you want to do. You can do like apple pie inside of a spice cake. You can do, I don't know, a lemon pie inside of a lemon cake. Like there's so many different combinations, but essentially you have pie, pie, and then cake. Since the holidays are coming up, I figured that this would be something that some people may be interested. I mean, you get the pie and you get the cake. Instead of bringing one dessert, you bring 4 desserts. I mean, I don't know how you can go wrong with it. Yes, it does seem like a lot. So there's various different ways that you can make this. I am going to use store-bought cake mix and store-made pies. If you want, you can make homemade cakes and homemade pies, or you could use store-bought cakes and frozen pies. You can do whatever you want to do. If you do the frozen pies though, make sure that they are defrosted and at room temperature, because you're going to bake the pie within the cake. We're going to try a sweet potato pie with a classic yellow cake. And on the bottom, we're going to do a pecan pie with a dark chocolate fudge cake. Let's go ahead and get started. I am so excited. You guys, I couldn't sleep last night. I was so excited to make this. So here are the ingredients that we are going to need. I'm going to substitute my water for milk just because I want to make sure that my cake stays moist. As you're going to start with your bottom layer first. So whatever cake and whatever pie you want on the bottom layer, we're going to start with that one first. So my bottom layer is going to be my pecan pie with my chocolate cake. So I have my chocolate cake mix right here, and I'm going to make this according to the instructions. I'm going to make the cake according to the instructions on the box. The only difference is I am going to substitute the water for the milk. All right. So we're going to pour half of this cake mix into the pan. What we're going to do is we are going to take it and we are going to flip it upside down. Remove this pan right here. And then we're going to place it inside of the cake mix like that. Lean, push down on it. And then we're going to take the last part of our cake mix and just pour it on top. I'm going to stick this in the oven. My oven is preheated to 350. You should bake it under bunt. So it says 33 to 36 minutes on my box. This has been in the oven for about 35 minutes. What we're going to do now is cover the pan, the cake pan, with aluminum foil. And then we're going to bake for another 25 minutes. Okay, you guys, so as you can see, we took it out of the oven. Now we're just gonna let it cool in this cake pan. Okay, you guys, so while our first layer is cooling, we're gonna go ahead and get started on our second cake and second pie. You're just gonna make it the same exact way. We're just gonna repeat everything that we did in the last step. So I'm going to take that first cake that we baked and I am going to flip it upside down so that the top of the pie is facing up, because remember we put it upside down. So we're going to flip the cake over so that the top of the pie is facing up. Both of our cakes are now done. It is now time to start assembling them and frosting them. So here's my chocolate cake. It is upside down. So the top of the pie is facing up, and then the top of the cake is facing down. For you all is, when y'all are in the kitchen, do you guys listen to like music or anything? Do you have on a TV show? If so, what show do you watch? Or if you listen to music, what kind of music are you listening to? The reason why I ask is because I don't know. It's kind of weird. I have, depending on like what I'm doing in the kitchen, like that's what music I'm playing. For instance, if I'm making Italian food, like my music is going to reflect that. It's going to be like some Italian music, or I don't really know. I don't know if that's the correct term for it, but you guys know what I'm talking about. And like if I'm cleaning the kitchen at nighttime, I'm listening to like some R&B. If I'm baking, I like to listen to jazz and blues. I don't know why, but that's just like one of my little things. Am I the only one like that, or do you guys have like a kitchen routine kind of deal? I am not a professional baker or cake decorator. Like this may come out looking a hot mess, but you know, we're gonna go with it. So I will say like one bad thing about making this pecan Piecaken. I need to figure out how to say this, but Piecaken is what I'm going to call it. Um, the downside of it is that it takes forever to bake because your cake itself, like the outside of the cake will be done, but because you have the pie in the middle, like the middle of the cake won't be. So you really, and that's why you cover it up with the foil so that your cake doesn't burn while you're trying to let the middle of the cake cook. Um, but it just really just takes forever. This was like an all day process. I'm not even wearing the same clothes as I started with. Little sidebar, my family came over yesterday. My dad is moving out of the country. And so my family had a little get together yesterday just to see him and spend time with each other, really. And so, Dad, I know you're watching this. Please let us know that you made it to your destination safely. We love you. Hey, you guys, Tori here. My mic died, so I'll have to do a voiceover to give you my first impression. So, the pecan pie and the sweet potato pie, as well as the cakes, they all work well together. It's not like there's like a conflict in taste or anything like that. They actually work well together. The cakes turned out moist, they weren't dried out from all of the baking. And as you can see, you still had the integrity of the pecan pie and the sweet potato pie after you sliced it open and stuff. But all in all, I did enjoy this Piecaken. I do recommend making it. The only thing I will say is that if you make this, make sure that you do the cakes, like bake the cakes on a separate day and let them cool completely. I would recommend like letting them cool overnight. That way, when you go to frost them, your frosting doesn't melt because the cake itself may be cool, but the inside where the pie is still very, very warm. And so you don't want to melt your icing. But I do recommend making this on your own. It was super fun. And like I said, you get 4 desserts in one. But that concludes today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. Leave me a comment down below and let me know what kind of video you'd like to see. The next video is going to be a special video. But after that, moving forward, let me know what kind of videos you all would like to see. All right. Bye, you guys.